Oh my god, that's going to be quite a good intro to the video, I think. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to EustonWall. Gonna have a slab day today, gonna take it a bit more steady. So this is completely reset, so all the climbs are brand new. I've not tried any of them just yet. I've heard it's quite challenging, quite a difficult set, so yeah, gonna warm up first on some of the easier climbs. I've heard there's a tricky V3 in here, this orange one, so I'll probably try that in a little bit when I've warmed up, and then just try some of the harder climbs and see how we get on. And I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, you're going to move on to the orange V3 now. So starts with two hands on this jug in here, nice hold. And there's no feet lower down, it's just this high volume, so a bit of smearing involved. There's a hold here, there is a volume over here, obviously another volume down here as well for feet, and a few foot holds in this. A big feature hold in here, and then the top hold up there as well. So that's the route. Annoyingly, I have just seen somebody do it, so it's kind of ruined the beta for me. But I was going to try it statically first, so I might try that myself and see if I can do it statically. But yeah, it's obviously possible to do dynamically as well. So I'm going to try both ways and see how we get on. Awkward. Maybe should have got foot on the start hold instead. I think I could still go that way. Just got my body positioning a bit wrong there. I'll try that again. Yeah, kind of annoyed to fumble on that. If I just put my foot on the start hold the first time, it would have been fine, but I went for the volume instead, which was probably the wrong call. Much better hold on the volume, obviously, what you're standing on the start hold, sorry, what you're standing on, than the volume. So yeah, cool climb. I'm going to try it dynamically as well, and then see what feels easier. Ooh, I cheated that. Accidentally dabbed. Yeah, pretty simple as well that way as well. So cool set, nice that you can do it both ways, static and dynamic. Kind of annoyed to have fallen off first attempt on both, to be honest. It's not really good enough, but yeah, got it second try at least. Okay, going to move on to a V4 now. It is this black climb. Starts with two hands on this side pull. Foot down here, a few volumes, foot here, then undercling in this. Obviously these volumes again as well. There's a crimpy hold up here, little foot chip there, and then there's just a cluster of credit cards at the top. And there's four of them. I think obviously the top one you have to match, so it's going to be about navigating up to that. So just go jump into this one, see how we get on. Yeah, quite a cool climb that one. Those last holds are really small, like I said, credit cards are really tiny to hold onto, so it's just a lot about trusting the left foot and shifting your hips across, because if you're really tall you can probably reach it from just right foot on here, left foot on that, and just lean over, nice and simple. If you're a bit smaller, you just got to commit to the foot and just trust it, get your weight over that, and then you can stand up and reach the last. So yeah, nice climb. Okay, going to move on to a blue V6 now. There's a foot down the bottom, and then it starts with 2 hands on this thin little crimp. Got to use that volume again, I think, in this one. There's another tiny crimp here. Volumes of feet all the way along. Another little foothold here. Little underclingy side pull there, and then a tiny crimp underneath the black hold, and the top hold at the top up there. So I think this route's quite straightforward to read. So I'll talk through what I'm thinking, and then yeah, jump into it, and I'll go from there. Okay, so what I'm thinking, obviously 2 hands on this hold to begin with. Possibly straight with the left foot on before we come up to here with like right foot flagging, but it might be easier right foot on first, then come up with the left hand and then change feet. Then left on the volume and reach across to this little crimp, the side pull. Stand up on this foot and trust it, and just stand up into the wall. And then from there, you don't really need any hands, I don't think. I can probably change the left hand to this crimp on here, walk the feet through, come into either the underclingy side pull or the Gaston first, one or the other, and then change to that. And then foot on here, which can be quite awkward, and then just stand up to the top, probably with the right hand over, with the left hand on the second last hold. So see how that goes. Grip onto that hold, man. I don't know why. Every time I try it from that position, I find it's like, from the orange hold it's fine, but come on. I think that was more of a mental thing for me there. I just started thinking about falling off rather than just focusing on my feet. I felt like I didn't have enough tension and weight through either foot, but even still, they were still holding. So I need to just trust the feet a lot more. And I think, yeah, it's definitely going to be out with the right hand to that Gaston, having got the left on this crimp in here. And then probably sink into that a bit to work the feet across. Come into the undercling, and then lean to get the foot up. I think it's going to be left, right hand up to the top hold. So yeah, good progress though on that move. Okay, so just watch the footage back, and I noticed a couple of things. So firstly, my right foot heel was nowhere near down enough. I am consciously trying to keep it down, but my foot was basically on my toe. So I need to really try and think about getting that heel a lot lower. The other thing that I noticed is when I came into the Gaston on this hold, I thought I was a lot closer to the wall than I actually was. As I came across to here, my elbow kind of straightened a bit and pushed me out from the wall, so I need to really focus on staying much closer. That will probably help me get the foot down as well, and just make this whole traverse a lot easier. So that's going to be the 2 things I think about for this climb. There we go. Those 2 things, thank you mate. Those 2 things I thought about really did make a big difference. I think I was a lot closer to the wall that time, and then managed to keep the heel down a lot lower this side. Awkward sequence here that. undercling side pull at the end, the right hand was so slimy. Really had no friction on it, so it was difficult to stay balanced in there. And then coming back into the left hand, it was quite bunched. But yeah, as soon as I knew I could transfer my weight this side to get the foot up, yeah, knew I could do it from there. So got the right hand, and then it was just a case of trusting the foot and standing up to match. So yeah, really clever set that. Enjoyed that a lot. Very balancy and technical. Okay, gonna move on to another V6 now. This is a wasp this time. So starts with a hand on this volume, and then a hand on this decent hold. And then there's a foot on this volume, a side pulley egg-shaped hold there, and then the top hold up there. So there's not too many moves involved with this, but it's going to be, once again, very balancy and technical. So see how we can go. Okay, didn't quite have the left hand good enough there. I think I need to lean a bit more this way. And then it is a case of right foot on the volume and then left foot up. And then once that's done, I think the rest should be okay. But it's quite difficult to just balance in that position. Oh my god, just need to get in that little bit closer for my mobility with this position for both the left hand and the right hand. Just stay a bit closer, that's why I fell off. I just came too far out as I ended up transitioning into that. So I can definitely do this climb, just need to get a bit closer. Cool. Just managed to keep the right hand that time, stay in nice and close, and then go statically to the last. So I think the last go I just dry fired off the right a bit because I was too far away from the wall, but I stayed in a little bit closer. It's quite awkward because there's that orange jug a bit below the hole where your hand is. Kind of brings your chest out from the wall a bit, so it's quite tricky to stay in, but yeah, glad to get that one. Okay, gonna move on to a V7 now. It's the black. Very chalky start hold, this is a black. So V7, 2 hands on that hold, then a foot down here, volumes in here, and then a big old foot there, into a little side pulley hold, little crimp. And then there's a little chip on the volume to use here, foot on there, and then a little credit card hold before the last hold, which I think is a jug where I'm looking. So I think it's a relatively soft 7, so we'll see how many goes it takes. I almost think you can do that back to wall. I think if I had my left foot here facing outwards, it might be a bit easier to just swing the foot around and into position. So I might try that in the reverse this time. too far out. Rubbish. To walk through instead. Might be a case of just walking the left foot through and then stepping up instead, rather than trying to change feet and then go with the right, because then at least I'll be swinging more into the wall that way, whereas I keep barn dooring out as I am currently, so I need to do that in differently. Might try that in isolation. Ow. Oh, that really hurts. Cool, figured that out. So I just did one subtle thing to stay into the wall, and that was just keep my fingers on this as I was going up. Made me stay a lot closer. It's quite a high foot for me, quite stretched in that position. But yeah, keeping the hand on that, just one middle finger on there, kept me into the wall, stopped me swinging out, and I can stand up to the last hole. So should be able to put all that together now. Cool, got there in the end. I think the main thing for me at the start was actually just focusing on landing the foot right. Once I started to think about the foot and getting that correct, I got that more consistently, that move. And then this hold is kind of deceptively further away than you think, so I had to mentally kind of overreach for what I was thinking in order to get there. Because you're completely unsighted as well from where the volume is, so quite difficult to work out where the hole was, but yeah, I had to figure out the end sequence, and then once I figured it out, I've dropped it since then, so happy with that one. Okay, going to move on to the only 8 on the wall now. So it is this one. White starts with a hand on this, very small crimp, and then foothold down here, it's quite slopey, and then starts with the other hand on this and a gassed on by the looks of it. Then there's a tiny foot chip on the volume here, another one here, very slopey hold here, and then there's no other holds up to the last. There's this volume though, which could be useful, so need to spend some time reading this and figuring that out, and then see if we can do it today. Okay, like I say, tricky-ish to read this one. So obviously think you start like this, left hand, right hand, probably left foot on, and then you need to come with the right foot into this to get some tension, and then right hand up to that. From there, it's pretty high foot, so it might be a case of like working the feet up the volume and then standing on this hold. I think you just need to use the volume. It's kind of slanted this way, which isn't ideal, but as a bit of an undercling to get underneath and get a lot of tension through the foot. And then it's quite a large move up to the last hold, so give me quite a lot of trial and error going on this attempt, so we'll see how we go. Oh, that hold is so slopey. I don't think I've quite caught it in the right place, but it's just difficult because you're so bunched with the foot and the hand that you have to, it's difficult to go statically to the hold, so it's also quite physical. Wow. Okay. I think the reason I've fallen off that first move out to the right is my hand's too low. that hole's a lot better, a lot higher up, so it's difficult because of the body position, but I need to just make sure I get a lot higher on the hole. And then once I'm higher on that, it's going to be much easier to hold on. The next bit was okay, just trusting this volume with the feet up. I do think it's a case of just kind of going into that volume as an undercling and just trusting the foot. Then probably getting quite bunched, get a foot on this, and then just throw up for the last hole with the left hand. So tricky moves, but I think we can definitely do it. Oh my god! Oh, my right foot just completely slipped off there and I had all my weight on it. That's going to be quite a good, probably intro to the video, I think. Nice dynamic fall there. Yeah, I actually got the volume quite well with the right hand coming up in this position, but just then sorting the feet out to go up. I was trying to get left foot on here, but I just couldn't get up, and the right foot just completely slipped. So much better attempt there, got much higher on the first hole. That foot on the volume here, really awkward. I'm only quite good on standing on small edges, but I don't know if it's my body positioning, the way I'm standing on this hole, the angle is quite sort of slopey, so it's okay when you stand a bit higher, but it's that transition of getting more upright from this hole. So I almost feel like I need to commit a bit more dynamically to just standing up and then quickly getting the left foot on here. Probably help me out rather than keeping the left hand low. But yeah, I just tried that with the left hand on the purple, so I had a lot more balance from doing that. It's going to be quite difficult to do so without using that hold, certainly starting with feet lower down. So yeah, I'm going to try it in isolation from this hold and just see how we get on. Okay, going to end the video there. Pretty happy, to be honest, with that one. It's a shame on the V8, I just couldn't figure out that move. I think that fall kind of mentally got to me a bit. I didn't trust the foot at all. It's very difficult to get over that mental block and stand up into that and trust the foot. So yeah, but then I just got a bit tired, to be honest, trying that again and again and again. It's quite a lot of tension, it's quite physical. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully I'll come back another day and get that V8, we'll see. But yeah, pretty cool set, enjoyed that new slabs. Like the blue V6, very balancy, a lot of technical climbs basically, so yeah, very good, enjoyed that a lot. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, really appreciate it, really helps the channel out a lot. I do appreciate all your support. But most importantly, as always, make sure you grab life by the plums, and I will see you in the next one.